What would you do if you lost everything? Your father, your child, your partner, in the blink of an eye? How would you find the strength to move forward? This isn't just a hypothetical question. It's the reality Keanu Reeves faced. A man who, instead of giving up, found in his pain the spark to inspire the world. With every step, he turned tragedy into strength and humility into his greatest virtue. Today, on True Impact Makers, we'll uncover how Keanu Reeves transformed life's hardest adversities into a philosophy that inspires millions, and how these lessons can help you tackle your own challenges and find a greater purpose. This isn't just a story of resilience. It's a practical guide to turning your struggles into strength and your life into a legacy. Stay with us until the end, because we'll share 6 powerful lessons from Keanu's life that could transform the way you face your own challenges. Let's dive in. Keanu Charles Reeves was born on September 2, 1964, in Beirut, Lebanon, into a household already marked by chaos. His mother, Patricia, was a free-spirited British costume designer, while his father, Samuel, a Hawaiian Chinese geologist, struggled with the law and addiction. When Keanu was only 3 years old, Samuel left the family, creating an emotional void that would shape his childhood. The absence of a father was not the only challenge. Patricia, searching for stability, led Keanu and his sister, Kim, on a nomadic journey from Australia to New York, eventually settling in Toronto, Canada. Constant moves meant new schools, friends, and environments. For Keanu, this meant adapting quickly or being left behind. From an early age, Keanu faced another significant challenge: dyslexia. This condition made reading and writing an ongoing struggle. In school, tasks that were simple for others became nearly insurmountable barriers for him. Teachers labeled him slow or unmotivated, reinforcing a sense of isolation and difficulty in fitting in. However, these same circumstances nurtured in him a unique sensitivity and empathy that would define his character. Amid these struggles, Keanu found an unexpected refuge: the theater. What began as an extracurricular activity turned into a gateway to a deeper passion, where he could express himself beyond the constraints of written words. Another outlet was hockey, where he discovered discipline and camaraderie that contrasted with the solitude he felt in the classroom. Although he dreamed of becoming a professional player, an injury ended that dream, but his competitive spirit remained intact. Despite the challenges, Keanu learned to find strength in his differences. Dyslexia, far from holding him back, helped him develop an incredible visual memory and a unique ability to connect emotionally with others. The seeds of his passion were planted, but the full impact of his potential was yet to be seen. How did Keanu transform these early connections into the force that would redefine his life? In his teenage years, Keanu Reeves realized that theater was more than an escape. It was a space where he could explore his identity and connect with something greater than himself. On stage, labels like different or troubled disappeared, and what mattered was his authenticity. School and community theater productions not only gave him a clear purpose, but also made him feel for the first time that he truly belonged. However, his path was not easy. Academic struggles and constant moves forced him to make tough decisions at a young age. While attending high school in Toronto, he took a leap of faith that few would dare. He dropped out of school to chase his dream of becoming a professional actor. It was a bold but terrifying decision. Keanu's early steps into acting were far from glamorous. He began with small roles in commercials and Canadian television shows like Hangin' In, as well as appearing in advertisements. Though the work was inconsistent and opportunities were scarce, each experience brought him closer to his goal. In 1984, Keanu made the most pivotal decision of his young career. He moved to Los Angeles, a city teeming with dreamers and competitors. Armed with a suitcase, some savings, and a modest portfolio, he arrived without connections or guarantees of success. "I knew there was a good chance I'd fail, but I couldn't stop trying," he later admitted. In Los Angeles, rejection was constant, but Keanu refused to be discouraged. He attended auditions, honed his craft, and seized every opportunity he could find, no matter how small. His perseverance, humility, and willingness to work hard slowly began to open doors. Keanu didn't let obstacles or rejection stop him. steadily working toward his dream. What opportunity would change everything and catapult him to Hollywood stardom? Keanu Reeves' beginnings in Hollywood were not easy. Arriving in Los Angeles, a city saturated with dreams, meant facing fierce competition and constant rejection. Despite this, Keanu remained steadfast, auditioning for all kinds of roles while taking odd jobs to support himself. His determination and charisma soon began to open doors. His first big break came in 1989 with the film Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, a teen comedy that made him a familiar face. His portrayal of Ted, a carefree and somewhat clueless teenager, resonated with young audiences and established Keanu as a rising star. While this role brought him recognition, it also typecast him as a light-hearted comedy actor, a perception he would work hard to overcome in the coming years. Keanu, however, refused to be defined by one type of role. In the 1990s, he began taking artistic risks that showcased his versatility as an actor. Films like My Own Private Idaho, 1991, directed by Gus Van Sant, revealed a deeply emotional and vulnerable side as he played a young street hustler. His performance received critical acclaim, cementing his reputation as a serious actor capable of tackling complex roles. It wasn't long before Keanu proved himself as an action hero. In 1994, he starred in Speed, a high-octane thriller that propelled him to superstardom. Playing Jack Traven, a police officer tasked with defusing a bomb on a speeding bus, Keanu delivered a performance that was both intense and magnetic. The film was not only a commercial success, but also solidified his status as an international movie star. The pinnacle of this period came in 1999 with the release of The Matrix. Directed by the Wachowski siblings, the film redefined the sci-fi genre and became a cultural phenomenon. As Neo, the protagonist who uncovers the truth about the simulated reality he inhabits, Keanu delivered a performance that combined introspection, action, and a commanding on-screen presence. The success of The Matrix elevated him to the level of a cultural icon, leaving an indelible mark on cinematic history. However, while the world celebrated his meteoric rise, Keanu faced a very different reality in his personal life. Tragedies that would profoundly shape his journey had already begun to unfold, reminding him that even at the height of success, life's challenges could still strike unexpectedly. During the 1990s, as Keanu Reeves' film career soared to new heights, his personal life took a devastating turn. It was during this period that he met Jennifer Syme, a young production assistant. Their connection was immediate, and their relationship became a sanctuary amidst the chaos of Hollywood. In 1999, Keanu and Jennifer were expecting their first child, whom they named Ava Archer Syme Reeves. However, their joy turned to sorrow when Ava was stillborn at 8 months. The loss was crushing, leaving both parents heartbroken. While they tried to navigate their grief together, the weight of their tragedy eventually led them to separate, though they remained close friends. Tragedy struck again in 2001 when Jennifer died in a tragic car accident. Within just a few short years, Keanu lost his daughter, the woman he loved, and the sense of emotional stability he had found. These events left a profound impact on him, forcing him to confront a deep and overwhelming loneliness. As Keanu grappled with these losses, another challenge emerged. His sister Kim was diagnosed with leukemia, requiring intensive care and support. Without hesitation, Keanu stepped away from his career to be by her side, taking on the role of caregiver and covering her medical expenses. This selfless act demonstrated the depth of his love and commitment to family. Rather than succumbing to despair, Keanu began to channel his pain into a deeper purpose. He rarely spoke publicly about his grief, choosing instead to act. He became known for his quiet generosity, donating significant amounts to cancer research and children's hospitals, often anonymously. He rejected the glitz and excess of Hollywood, opting for a simpler life focused on meaningful relationships and positive contributions. These tragedies shaped Keanu's philosophy of life. He embraced humility, compassion, and a profound understanding of the fleeting nature of existence. For him, life was not about accumulating wealth or fame, but about making a difference, whether through acts of kindness or simply being present for those in need. Keanu didn't let the pain consume him. Instead, he found a greater purpose in helping others. But how did he balance this generosity with a career that seemed to be fading away? As Keanu quietly dedicated himself to helping others, Hollywood moved on without him. The industry that once placed him at the center of blockbuster films now seemed to forget him. While his peers chased prestige and power, Keanu chose a different path, one defined by simplicity, kindness, and purpose. During this time, he accepted smaller roles in independent films, not out of necessity, but because they aligned with his values. Without seeking recognition, he anonymously donated large sums of money and funded medical teams and charitable organizations. During this period, Keanu also concentrated on caring for his sister Kim, who continued her battle with leukemia. He became her caregiver, ensuring she had access to the best treatments available. This phase of his life highlighted his belief that true wealth lies not in fame or professional achievements, but in personal connections and the ability to positively impact others. Throughout this time, Keanu lived humbly. He was frequently seen riding public transportation, enjoying simple activities like motorcycle rides, and sharing authentic moments with everyday people. These behaviors not only enhanced his reputation as an accessible and generous figure, but also reflected a deep authenticity in his character. After years away from the spotlight, Keanu Reeves received an offer that would transform his career and restore his status as a global star. In 2014, directors Chad Stahelski and David Leitch presented him with the script for an action movie titled John Wick. The story of a man marked by loss who finds the strength to fight back deeply resonated with Keanu. Keanu saw this role as a unique opportunity, not just to return to the top, but to channel his own experiences with grief and resilience. As John Wick, a retired assassin devastated by the death of his wife and his dog, Keanu found emotional parallels to his own life. This personal connection allowed him to deliver a performance imbued with authenticity, elevating the character beyond a typical action hero, turning pain into art. For Keanu, John Wick was more than just a role. It was a way to turn pain into purpose. He poured his heart and soul into the character, committing not just emotionally, but also physically. Keanu spent months training in martial arts, firearms handling, and action choreography, ensuring that every scene was as realistic as it was impactful. This level of dedication defined the franchise's tone and set a new standard for the action genre. The film was not only a commercial success, but also revitalized the action genre and re-established Keanu as a modern icon in Hollywood. John Wick became a cultural phenomenon, spawning multiple sequels and an expanded universe. Keanu, meanwhile, earned widespread praise for his work ethic, humility, and willingness to collaborate with everyone on set, from the directors to the stunt team. Keanu's professional resurgence wasn't accidental. It was the result of his resilience, commitment, and willingness to reinvent himself. Through John Wick, he proved that even after enduring life's darkest moments, it's possible to come back stronger and with a renewed sense of purpose. With John Wick, Keanu didn't just return to the top. He showed that reinvention is possible at any stage in life. What can we learn from his journey of resilience? Keanu Reeves' story is more than one of success, tragedy, and resilience. It's a practical guide for overcoming adversity, finding meaning in dark moments, and building an authentic life. The lessons from his life not only inspire, but offer concrete tools to face your own challenges and grow as a person. Today, we'll explore the 6 most impactful lessons Keanu leaves us and how you can apply them to transform your life. Stay until the end, because the last lesson could completely change your perspective on success and happiness. 1. Resilience as a vital skill. Throughout his life, Keanu faced devastating tragedies: the loss of his father, daughter, partner, and his sister's diagnosis. Yet he never allowed these experiences to define him. Instead, he found ways to heal, move forward, and use his pain as fuel to create meaning. Application. When facing adversity, acknowledge your pain but find ways to move forward. Every small step is an act of courage. Practical exercise. Reflect on a past difficulty you overcame. Write down 3 lessons you learned from that experience and how they can guide you today. Benefit. This exercise strengthens your confidence in overcoming future obstacles. 2. Silent generosity and purposeful kindness. Keanu has donated millions to causes like cancer research, helped co-workers anonymously, and is known for his humility and kindness towards strangers. His generosity isn't for recognition but serves a larger purpose. Application. Find ways to help others, whether through resources, time, or simple empathy. Generosity deepens connections and gives purpose to your actions. Immediate action. Choose a cause you care about and commit to contributing, whether as a volunteer, mentor, or through small daily acts. Benefit. You'll experience a greater sense of purpose and personal fulfillment. 3. The power of humility. Despite being one of Hollywood's most recognized stars, Keanu lives simply. He's often seen riding public transport, sharing genuine conversations with fans, and treating everyone with respect. His humility has made him a role model. Application. No matter how successful you become, never forget where you came from or the people who supported you. Practical exercise. Take time to genuinely connect with someone outside your usual circle. Ask them about their experiences and listen actively. Benefit. This fosters empathy and meaningful relationships, keeping you grounded in your values. 4. Redefining success. For Keanu, success isn't about wealth or fame, but choosing projects that align with his passions and values. This mindset has led him to reject roles and build an authentic career. Application. Define what success means to you, based on your own values and goals, not others' expectations. Reflective task. Write your definition of success and 3 concrete actions you can take to get closer to it. Benefit. This helps you prioritize what truly matters and live authentically. 5. Relationships and self-care as priorities. Keanu has shown that relationships and self-care are crucial for facing life's challenges. From caring for his sister Kim during her battle with cancer to building genuine friendships, he always prioritized what truly matters. Application. Dedicate time to nurturing your most important relationships and strengthening your physical and emotional well-being. Practical exercise. Schedule a weekly activity with a loved one or a self-care moment, like meditating, reading, or walking outdoors. Benefit. These actions fortify emotional connections and better prepare you for life's challenges. 6. Finding joy in small things. Despite his tragedies, Keanu finds happiness in small moments, riding his motorcycle, enjoying a cup of coffee, or simply appreciating an honest conversation. This focus on small joys allows him to remain present and grateful. Application. Make gratitude a daily practice. Look for happiness in everyday moments and cherish them. Daily exercise. Before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for that day. Benefit. This habit improves your emotional well-being and keeps you focused on the positive. Final lesson, the one that changes everything. This is it, the lesson we promised. The one that could completely change how you see success, happiness, and your own life. Keanu Reeves proves that true success isn't measured by what you have, but by how you live. It's not about wealth, fame, or achievements. It's about the choices you make every single day. The way you treat people, the values you stand by, the moments you choose to cherish. Application. Stop chasing what the world tells you is success. Instead, define it for yourself. Live with purpose. Lead with kindness. Measure your life not by your possessions, but by your impact. Reflective question. If everything you own, every title, every dollar disappeared overnight, who would you be? What would remain? This is the lesson that changes everything. Success isn't something you win, it's something you live. Keanu Reeves' life shows us that no matter how many challenges we face, there's always an opportunity to rise, reinvent ourselves, and make a positive impact on the world. But he's not the only one who turned adversity into opportunity. If this story inspired you, don't miss our video about Albert Einstein, a man who rewrote the laws of the universe while facing his own struggles. Discover how his lessons complement Keanu's, and can help you build a life of purpose and resilience. Click now to watch.